milk. Yeah, there's that kind of cut there. Poor Mecca. Akita. How you doing, Mecca? Where's your prayer rug? Where's my prayer rug? You can use it, huh? That's cold on the floor. Looks like there's some blood on the floor. Hey. Good, Mecca. Stomach. Hi.
Thank you. I'm so sorry.
That's okay.
I really appreciate your patience. I'm Dr. Johnson.
Hi, I'm William Hale or Mohammed Omar, Dr. Johnson.
Nice to meet you.
Likewise.
And then this is our friend Mika. Is
Yes.
that right?
Yeah.
Wonderful. Oh, sorry about that.
That's okay.
So with Mika, we're looking, we have some mats on our hind end. Is that what our big problem is?
Yeah, the rear of all four legs got severely matted, and then also on the rib area, so much so that the groomers wanted to shave the entire dog, and I said, is there any way we can preserve the head hair at least, and the saddle maybe on the back? And so I called you guys, and they said they could demat it and shave the mats off, and I thought, okay.
Yeah, what we can do is we can definitely shave. Let's take a look at what's going on, what we have here.
Yeah.
So I think, I know, sweetheart.
Good, Mecca.
So I think
the left ear is pretty thick.
Yeah.
It's been like that for a long time, but it might need to be shaved.
I think we might be at that point just because I'm feeling like I can see how much that I know, sweet, I know, love. Oh, I know, you're doing so good. Dad's right there. Yeah, I think we might be at the point where we may end up going a little bit more naked, but hair grows back.
Yep.
I think we can, this hair up here looks okay.
Yep, good.
We do have a mat forming at this ear, so we can either say, let's be a little symmetrical and shave what we know off right there that we can feel as far as the mats go. That's certainly, this one especially, I agree, is worse than the right there. The other things, let's see we definitely have some little mats building here. Can I reach under here at all? Can I pull this out? There we go. Yeah, I think coming up under and shaving in this area.
Yep.
Yeah. Can we look at this part? And then our larger area, taking this part off.
Yeah.
And in here. So we may end up being able to keep some of this stuff in between.
Okay.
But end up with some patches along the way. This inner circle right there where it's kind of sensitive.
Yeah.
So that, these larger patches, you're doing, I know, this is weird, isn't it, dear? I know, all of a sudden when someone's like touching you all over and everything. We don't see a lot of Afghans here. I'm so excited to see you. You're very pretty. Yeah. And then back here,
Yeah, it got really bad there.
Yeah, I agree. We'll have to shave. I think we're going to have to shave quite a bit.
Yeah.
So it is going to be pretty close to the skin. I think.
See, I tried to do some last night myself, and I thought, man, I'm getting too close to the skin, but...
Right, yeah, and then we get into it. We definitely see some lacerations occasionally, because the mats are tough. Like, unless they're 100% still, and you know exactly where you're cutting, you can get into that point where you see that. And she's got a lot there. Well, I know, love, you're doing great. So she may end up with an entire kind of bare legs here.
Yeah.
And I think taking care of this side area as well, she's going to have a little bit of a patch here because we've got two mats that are stuck on the side. So if we want to kind of go and say, let's get as much off as possible and get the mats done, she'll definitely have a few bare spots here and there. I think we can preserve some of the hair here and there, but it'll look a little bit patchy.
Yep.
She'll look a little bit funny, but no less loved.
Right. Good.
So we'll still love you. We'll still call you beautiful.
Yep.
Hair grows back, but I think ultimately we'll be a lot more comfortable because when our hair gets all matted up, it can start pulling and tugging on our skin.
Right.
We brew the skin infections underneath as well. Yeah. And for this amount, I would agree with you where we may have to think about sedation overall since it's definitely irritating once we start pulling on that and shaving underneath. I know. See, it's a lot to handle. So those are kind of some of my thoughts there. I know you've done sedation with her previously. Is that correct? Yep, you saw Dr. Gallagher for that.
Yeah, the belly got shaved that time.
Yeah. So I think that's what we're going to have to look at again. Of course, the biggest risk for sedation is a lower heart rate, lower blood pressure. Yeah. Certainly we monitor them continuously.
Good.
And we're there with them. And the type that I would use is, since it seemed like it worked well last time, is the same type, which is an injectable. Okay. And we can reverse it. So if we think that she's getting inappropriately low on those monitorings, we reverse it, we come out and we say, what's our next game plan?
Okay.
So those are the big things that I'd be thinking about there.
Good.
The other things is what we'll have to kind of see is, do we potentially have a skin infection brewing underneath all of this? we'll kind of have to wait and see. If we do, we may go on a little course of antibiotics in order to treat that.
Okay.
But we'll kind of have to see, are we just a little bit inflamed and we can just need some drying out time period?
Yep.
Or is it something where we really do have something brewing under there that's going to cause us more problems?
Okay.
God, you're gorgeous. Big old eyes and beautiful face.
Yeah.
So for the ears, do you want to go ahead and take care of these guys too, since they're starting to brew up there and kind of get on the bottom? You know, we could just go ahead and be symmetrical so they grow back the same as well, because certainly that left ear is pretty hefty, and this one's on its way. It's only going to continue. I know it's sometimes a tough call, but
Yeah, I don't know how to really remedially undo that.
yeah, and you know what? I can tell you, you're not going to be able to. Yeah. For mats, once they kind of start, they're really tough just to comb out. And particularly, she's already like formed a mat here, so I think in order to get it out, we do have to shave it. It's just a question of, do we let it, do we go a little bit bigger? Let's just take care of it now, fresh start.
I see.
We know we're going under sedation anyway.
Yeah, might as well then. Yeah.
Yeah.
But so much of the expression and stuff here with the head hair, if we can leave that, would be nice. And
Absolutely.
the chest seems to be okay. I did some hand trimming around this area.
Okay. I agree. I can feel most of it. We just have one small one right there on the side, but yeah, that feels okay. Underneath your chin feels pretty okay. And this, yes. That's beautiful. I know. I feel like a hairdresser right now, fluffing it like that.
Yeah.
I agree. Which I think that this area is okay. This top skull part. It's just we're building up here as well. Oh, no, kiddo. And we should be able to leave this coming down here as well on either side, because I'm not feeling mats that are coming up there. We will have the patchy areas, of course, kind of coming down. Pretty bare, especially this. That's all going to be bare.
Yeah.
So you will look a little funny, but that's we'll also be taking care of some problems as well.
I was wondering about sunburn and insects after the shaving and stuff.
Yep. And you know what? It will be something that you'll have to be conscious about. We definitely can see dogs get sunburned. Just as with us, trying to stay in shaded areas, ideal overall. I'll see if anyone else has routinely ever used sunscreen on them. We do use it occasionally, but just want to, maybe more of like a sensitive skin type, especially since this area is already pink and we're going to be raw. I would say maybe just like let it calm down first. Try to stay in areas where we're not exposed to sun if we are outdoors, in order to just avoid that. And then once we have a healthy skin base, then I'm more comfortable trying to apply something to it as well.
Or maybe some kind of reflective blanket that's really lightweight and help keep the sun off. Or
as long as this doesn't build up heat underneath as well. I mean, certainly shade will be our biggest thing, but it's definitely, we can always get creative with just, t-shirts or anything, but we also don't want to overheat in these guys. We can see heat stroke, particularly in this, I know. Particularly long hair breeds, which you'll be a lot breezier now once we get some of this off.
I'm not sure if originally I didn't get the shampoo that I ordered in the U.S. and I used the regular antibiotic soap that I had around, and I'm wondering if that caused the coat to have a problem. This hair seems to be okay up here, but I used regular shampoo at the dog place, Petco, yesterday, and it seems like it made it worse in some ways. I don't know if this breed needs a special shampoo or something, but I'll keep researching it.
Okay. And the other thing, it is tough with mats. If you do try to wash mats, they kind of tighten up even more. So that might be what we're seeing, because it does, like, they kind of do the thing where all of a sudden they, like, get washed, but they're not actually untangled, so they like re-squeeze back together and pull the hair. So that might be the effect, and that's no matter what shampoo we use.
I see. Okay.
The biggest thing, long hair breeds, Afghans, they're known for having their long coat, beautiful coats. Is brushing. And routine brushing on that, which ultimately almost comes down to daily, even with these guys. So it's tough, and bathing, absolutely, sensitive skin, I think, is a really good choice for her at this point. Because we know that we're going to, some of it is going to be pretty sensitive back there. We can see even right there is pretty red. Don't do it. We're going to fix that. I know, kiddo. And so it will be something as well after this. If she does have areas of irritation, we're going to want to prevent her from licking and chewing at that so it doesn't manifest and kind of go down and there you go. Kind of go downhill into a skin infection where she's like perpetuating the itch cycle as well, where you kind of spiral down and it just is continually itchy. We'll kind of fold this back. And I think what we'll also do, a swipe at the base of that tail as well.
Okay.
Aren't you a beautiful long-legged gal? Yeah, I saw that, Joanne. Well, while you're up, let's listen to you. Should we do that?
Get your good luck.
Let's do that. Job. Well, all that sounds good in there.
Good.
Let's stand back up. Oh, good job. Perfect. There we go. Just gonna kind of push on your belly there for a second. Okay. Belly's nice and soft. And otherwise, energy's been okay. Her energy is okay. She's not.
Well,
really
she has to wait
lethargic.
so much when I'm on the internet too much, and then when we do get out, it takes a while to get going, but still able to run along with a bicycle and everything.
Okay, great. Doesn't seem like she's lethargic or anything, or too down and out.
Sometimes gets kind of spacey just from having to wait so long, but seems pretty intelligent, still has wits about her and everything.
Okay.
So,
okay, good. Certainly, and she's what? She's pretty young still, isn't she?
Yeah.
Yeah, she's just, a year old. So, okay, good. Is she eating okay at this point? Her appetite's been okay?
Yeah, 2 wet cans and like 3 or 4 or 5 handfuls of the dry food each day.
Great.
And,
okay.
What else? Like today on the way here, walked over to the U.S. Supreme Court and went up to the front steps and stood there like on duty.
Yeah.
Real sense of what's important.
You do, huh?
Yeah. Now, what's this here? Maybe insects or?
I'm curious if her. Did I surprise you? If her mats aren't also bothering her just because of the weight. Overall, her ear canals, you can see they're nice and pale pink. They don't look irritated in there. But I wonder if the mats are at this point. Might just be weighing so much that it's causing the irritation and the shaking as well. That's my first instinct, just watching her and feeling that on both her ears. I know, love. So I think we'll be able to try to preserve as much as we can of these areas that are not matted, but we'll clip out, clip out that area. We're going to have to shave that whole here. Shave all of this area especially. Yeah. And then both her hind legs will be kind of bare, but you know what? I think, at this point, let's get it done.
Right,
shave her clean. I know, little one. We're going to clean those up. I think it's a good thing we're going to get both the ears done. Let's call it good. Okay. So what I'll do, let me print out a form real quick. That's just the sedation consent form, saying that we have talked about there is some risk to it. Okay. We know that we're going to continue to monitor her. And as always, the most common side effects we touched on, the low heart rate, low blood pressure. There's the much more rare side effects or complications of drug reactions and or death. We're going to be using a drug protocol she's previously been exposed to. So we know that she did okay with that last time, so I'm not as worried about that. But we always just want to acknowledge that there is some risk to it, but know that we're going to do as much as we can to avoid that, and that is just one of those inherent risks anytime we sedate. Right. Okay. So it's very, very rare, but just always like to go through that. So I'll print out that consent form, and then we'll take her back and we'll go ahead and start setting up with everything. Okay. The other thing that I just always mention as well is we can always do a little bit of blood work prior to any sort of sedation. It's something I don't think we did it last time ahead of time, so we certainly can if you're interested in doing that. I know otherwise she's been doing okay for you. The things that it looks at is some liver, kidney, electrolytes on there, red cell, white cell count. So that's kind of at your discretion and comfort level as to, okay, do we just want to say, you know what, we know that she handled it well, okay, last time there's nothing that's jumped out at you as like glaringly different overall, and do we want to just take that risk? It's all a matter of which risks do we want to accept, and it just gives us a little bit more information. It would make things run longer today because we do not get that information back sooner.
Okay.
So that's something I did just want to mention to you as well as to what your feelings are on it.
What does it cost to get the blood
I think it's somewhere around like 80 or 90 or so. Yeah, so it is up there.
Yeah.
But just want to make sure that at least you have the option available if you want to pursue that at all today. Okay, girl. Yeah.
Well,
Yeah. I know she handled it well last time, so we
Yeah.
have that in our favor too,
Yeah.
which is good.
and it's reversible, so if you notice, you can go the other way.
For those side effects, yeah.
So I think we could go ahead without the blood work this time, and
Okay.
when I schedule the next checkup, maybe
Yeah.
have it done then.
Okay, that sounds great.
Okay.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, kiddo, let's get you cleaned up. Let me grab that form for you real quick.
Okay, Dr. Johnson, thanks.
Absolutely. Be right back.
What is this? You got bit by an insect once, and what is it, Mac? What is it? What is it? What is it? What are you looking for? What is it, Mac? You okay, Mecca? What you looking for? You see an insect? Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, there we go. I just never like to open the door too fast. The little toes sometimes are on the other side. Okay, so this is what we have here as far as basically what we've talked about with the procedure being sedating her, doing the mat removal.
Okay.
Understanding that we've talked about that there is risks that are involved anytime we do sedate, but we've discussed that. We know that they exist. We're going to accept that risk on today in order to do the procedure that she needs to have done, which is her mat removal.
Right.
This is the section that we're saying as far as if you do want to do the blood testing or not.
Okay.
Saying that, no, we're not going to do it today. We're going to postpone that. And then this is an automatic printout, so you're welcome to ignore that. That's the microchip. It prints out on all of our forms, and it's just automatic there.
Okay.
And then this is the signature, and today's date, I have to look up, to be honest. It is the 18th now.
Okay.
So I'll have you go ahead and sign that. I'm not sure why we have so many different things here. But if you initial there.
Okay.
And then we are declining the blood work today. And then you can go ahead and sign and date. And when was the last time that she ate?
I had one bite of my chicken sandwich outside, and
Okay.
prior to that was like 11 o'clock this morning,
11
I think.
Okay. The reason I ask is just with any sedation, always want to know if they have food on the belly, because we don't want to have too much on there for fear of if they vomit for whatever reason, and then they aspirate back down.
Oh, dear.
So I'm much more happy that she had her last full meal at 11. If she just had one bite, okay, we're just going to be conscious about that. We know that that's there. But we'll go ahead and get her taken care of there. So I'll have you actually keep your leash and collar.
Okay.
I'll take her back.
Okay.
We'll go ahead and get set up and get you looking, kiddo.
Mecca did get stung once by a bee, and I don't know if this is like reenacting that or what.
I think it's probably most likely due to the ear and just the weight of it, especially after it's still a little moist in there as well, I can feel. Oh, sweet pea. Okay. Well, she will look a little funny, and I'm sorry for that, but you know what? I think that we're just going to have to bite the bullet.
Okay.
Say hair grows back. We'll love her anyway.
Yeah.
We'll preserve as much as we can, but she is going to have some big patches out. But you know what? At least her skin's not going to be pulled and uncomfortable anymore.
Yeah.
And that's going to have to be our big focus.
Right.
Yeah. Okay.
All right, Dr. Johnson.
All right, lovely
Thanks.
meeting you.
Likewise.
Let me borrow your little one here, and are you gonna be hanging out in the lobby or up front, or what is
Wherever you want me.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
If you want to run across and come back, just want to make sure I have a good phone number if you have one, or if you just want to hang out here.
You've got my cell phone out front, 202-465.
465
0067.
0067. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. All right, little one.
Yeah, if you have any time when you're free and you're off, you're welcome to come visit Mecca and me over at the U.S. Capitals where we hang out.
Oh, wonderful.
Yeah. Bring your friend. We could have lunch and tour the Capitol.
That's right. And you're gorgeous, baby. Oh, I love that. Thank you.
Great, Dr. Johnson.
All right. Well, I will borrow her, and we'll see you again. I'll
God
let you know
willing.
as soon as she's done.
Thanks.
It's done. All right, thanks. Come on, love. Come on, love.
Good, Mecca. Good. Okay. I don't know if that was open or... Hi.
Or 8 o'clock.
Hi.
Thank you.
Good.
I'm sorry. No, it's okay.
back up.
Yes, let me just charge for them.
Hi. Good. Hi. Hi. Okay. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Bismillah. 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 Ah. Bismillah. Smile. 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 serve and expand recycling capacity. Allah Akbar. And who else? Who were part of what prayer line or prayer lines, and possibly part of what Hajj group or Hajj groups. Fine. Who else are physically and financially able? Now rejoin the intention to make or make up what prayer or prayers. And who else need to touch and hold? Whose Messiah self-repair, soft and hardware, a dance and songbook thread, whose Holy Quran, whose Holy Bible. Ears and balance. Am I and who else clean enough to pray? I need to brush my teeth. Wash my face. Prayers. Okay, good. Up. Allah Akbar. Hi. Snoring. Water. Pee. One of these. It must be time for this. Okay. Uh, 7 o'clock. We got started about 6:40 maybe. Hi.